Passing is a term used to describe the relationship between perception and privilege, especially in public space. According to philosophy professor and oppression theorist Daniel Silverman, passing occurs whenever a member of an oppressed, stigmatized, or otherwise discriminated against group is instead perceived to be a member of an advantaged group and is treated accordingly. Blending in allows a marginalized person to enjoy access to resources, safety and security, and other types of privilege that are normally reserved for the socially dominant group. This phenomenon can occur within any identity or demographic, but today we'll focus primarily on race, sexual orientation, and gender identity. Sociologist Carla Pfeffer identifies two types of passing, passive and active. Passive passing occurs when a marginalized person is mistaken for a member of the dominant group by chance. This kind of passing is present in the 1995 film To Wong Foo, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, in which three drag queens travel across the country together. In this clip, the drag queens are afraid of being attacked at a small Midwestern hotel because of their nonconformity to gender roles, but the hotel staff mistake them for cisgendered straight women. This case of mistaken identity affords them physical safety and a degree of comfort.
She's crazy. We're staying in this no-tell motel and I don't want to hear anything about it.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I should have met you outside.
It's okay, Mr. Manager. We just got tired, so we came in for a little sanctuary.
Welcome.
Welcome.
There's wine and cheese in the ladies' parlor.
I love to be wined inside, Poppy.
Well, you'll meet many of your friends inside.
Friends?
Friends? Friends?
Well, get with the program, Mijas. No one is so rich as to throw away a friend. You know how
it is.
Basketball!
Active passing occurs when a person deliberately hides their marginalized identity and attempts to present as a member of the dominant group. Historically, this type of passing was most often used in racial contexts, when light-skinned or mixed-race people of color would claim white heritage to circumvent the social and economic obstacles of Jim Crow laws. Because their complexions and features were associated with whiteness, these people were able to get higher-paying jobs, buy homes in red-line districts, and even marry white people in defiance of miscegenation laws. Today, the term is often used in reference to newly out trans people, who may feel pressure to conform to their identifying or target gender in public. Because gender presentation is mostly about performance, this means learning how to dress, speak, walk, act, and otherwise appear like a cisgender person. In this clip from the 2015 film The Danish Girl, for instance, trans woman Lily Elbe learns feminine mannerisms by mirroring the cisgender women around her. For folks like Lily, passing can be a method of gaining self-confidence in a new identity, but it also goes a long way towards securing personal safety, since they may face violence if they are publicly identified. The term passing is gradually falling out of favor in discussions of oppression, with critics arguing that it no longer accurately reflects either the cultural context or the complexities of social power and the nuances of identity. In the face of American multicultural and multi-ethnic movements, people of color in the United States are more likely to identify themselves as mixed race or multiracial, embracing multiple facets of their identity. For example, actors Rashida Jones and Maya Rudolph, both multiracial women who identify themselves as Black, are light-skinned enough to frequently play non-Black characters in film and television. Rudolph, in particular, played celebrities and characters of many different ethnic backgrounds during her time on Saturday Night Live, including Black women, Latina celebrities, and various European characters. However, rather than describing them as white passing, fans, critics, and publications alike are more likely to refer to them, and some of the characters they play, as ethnically ambiguous. In terms of sexual orientation, passing has been rejected by many LGBTQ activists as being oversimplified. Bisexual and pansexual writers often decry the idea of straight passing relationships as a form of identity erasure. Meanwhile, the gay and lesbian communities have adopted slang terms to describe individuals who conform to certain stereotypical gender presentations, like bears and lipstick lesbians. Passing is even becoming a less popular term with the trans community. Some activists claim that the term reinforces the gender binary, and also implies that trans people are somehow masquerading as something they're not. The Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, or GLAAD, recommends using visibly transgender and not visibly transgender as a less problematic way to make the distinction. The words we use matter, especially when we talk about identity, privilege, and power. Overall, while passing effectively identifies the flimsy boundaries of privilege and the performative nature of identity, the term has the potential to exclude the nuanced experiences of marginalized people. As our language around oppression continues to evolve, we keep learning about all the ways in which people assert their humanity and demand equal access, including trespassing across identity lines and changing the rules of group membership.